Hi everyone, this is ICEMAN here, and we're going to be playing Across the Obelisk today. Just a little bit about this game. It's a roguelike deck building game, which happens to also be multiplayer up to 4 players. Really enjoy this one a lot, actually. Still early access. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check it out for yourself. I'm going to do just a single player. I have some already running. I'm just going to delete that. So we'll start new. Thing about this though is I do have everyone already upgraded unlocked. I do want to do kind of a fresh run through, but don't want to lose my progress in case I want to do some fun challenges for everything. So what you're able to do is you're able to go in here and you can see like different perks and stuff. So I'm going to get rid of all the perks that I have selected. So we're just going to reset and be like I just started off new. So when you first start off, you're going to have these first 4 characters right here, Magnus, Andrian, Evelyn, and Reginald. It has these symbols here, so of course warriors, scouts, mages, healers. The good thing about this is even though this guy is a warrior, and it suggests right here, you can put them anywhere you want. So just like so, right? But it is just, the recommendation for people just starting out, all that stuff. So I'll do the recommendations that they have on there. Again, gonna pretend that we're just starting here. Give you more of a first time experience on that. All right, so again, we're starting with warrior. Typically, they have 2 different play styles on there. One, you can go heavily into melee, or you could go heavily to block, which can be helpful for your other teammates, right? Your scout, he's more of a melee range guy. Some of them want to go more poison or stealth, such as Thul's over here. Andrian seems to be more of a ranged archer. He's kind of mixed, both. Evelyn, they classify her as an elementalist, so she does like ice, fire, and electric damage. I typically like going either electric or ice on her, and I'll explain why later if we level her up. Reginald, the healer, of course, so either heal. There are offensive abilities like holy spells and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll start off. We're going to do down here, it's called Madness level, so you can increase difficulties, have different challenges, and everything like that. But we're just going to start off, like I said, as if it was fresh. So I'll begin adventure. I'm not going to buy anything in the first town, so I'm going to try to make this as starter friendly as possible. What I do want to do is, as you can see, I have rewards here from the last game. It only saves 3 rewards. So if you don't use one, you play a game, you lose, and you already have 3, it will get rid of your oldest reward here. So to prevent that, even though I'm not going to buy anything, I'm just going to claim this reward. That way we don't lose it at all. When you're in this town, there's a few things you can do. So the armory here, there's going to be stuff you can buy on here. You're able to reroll when you're buying. It is for the specific character that you purchase it for. Pets, same thing. There's a pet slot here. Each character can have 1 pet. They all do different things. For instance, one of my go-to favorites is Sharpie. You can see every turn, whoever has this pet, it will cast Wind Blessing at the start of their turn, which is it affects the person who has it. As you can see, it says Dispel 1, Gain 1, and then the foot with wing symbol. So dispelling, your characters can have debuffs on them, so it will dispel 1 debuff, and then it will gain 1, and then that foot symbol is speed. So it'll be faster in the initiatives. Okay. In here, the altar, you're able to upgrade your cards. So every character has a starting deck of 15 cards. It's already predetermined on here. But if you want to upgrade, you go to the altar. And for instance, I can upgrade so they have better abilities. Of course, it costs these gems up here to upgrade. And then, yeah, everything costs gems. Some cost a lot more. So another thing that you'll see is there's no little icon at the top right here. But if you look at this engage card, there's a little purple. That means it's a rare card. And of course, because it's rare, it's going to cost more to upgrade. And then this one, it's like, what is it? Rare. This is uncommon. Right here, and then there's also legendary, so on and so forth. Or is purple legendary? Can't remember. Purple's legendary, or if blue's rare. I think blue's rare. So green's uncommon, blue's rare, purple legendary, and yellow. There is yellow. That's epic on there. So in the Magic Forge here, this is where you have an opportunity to build or make your deck unique how you want it. So as you go through the playthrough, you'll unlock cards that you'll be able to, in the beginning, purchase on here. So you can change your deck up depending on how you want to play your cards. Like if I want to go mainly cold spells with her, I can just, put more cold spells on her, and then there's a way to get rid of cards that you don't want in your deck. They made the search really good. So for instance, I could put cold. Here's all the cold spells, or stuff that has cold in it. So a book here that has cold. They did a really good job. You can also look at all the upgrade cards already, as well as if you're unsure of what you're looking for. Again, I'll go with cold. I can apply that and it'll just filter it out. But this is just damage type. The church, that's where you can go and remove cards. Normally, when you're first starting off, it will not be free. For me, it's only free because of this thing called town upgrades here. So as you progress, you'll earn these little supply crates, in which you'll end up buying through. It does take a while to unlock all this. It does make your runs easier as you go through. So it is a roguelite game on there. And then the last thing here is this cart. You're able to do what's called divinations. So basically you pay money here and you get a random, it'll pop up with 3 random cards that you can either add to a deck, or you'll have shards that you can get. It's very similar as if you're doing combat, you win, and then at the end you'll get to choose your rewards. It's basically the same thing, except you're paying for it up front. All right, so with all that being said, we're going to start our first battle here. We're going to go through, and like I said, I'm just starting fresh. I'm not going to do anything different. So you can see there's different routes that you can choose. It kind of shows how you want to go. The end goal is over here. This is just Act 1. There is currently 4 acts on here. So with that, it is random as far as what events will be available. So such as this Wolf in Distress event, that's not something that's normally there. As you can see, this was not highlighted up over at the fishing contest. Sometimes this will be even a different event as well. So this one's not usually there as either. This Riverbank fun game at the top. So it's different every time. You're able to unlock characters. So as you go through, if we didn't have any of these characters unlocked already, you would go through the path that you want, go to them, accept their mission, and then you have to follow their mission through to the till you complete their mission. Even if you die after you complete their mission and not beat the game, you'll still unlock that champion, fortunately. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up. We're going to fight these guys up here. Another great thing I forgot to mention about the map is if you're playing co-op, it's not the game master to decide where everyone goes. Everyone can pick wherever they want, and then it does a roll system to see where it goes, unless you all pick the same thing. So I'm finding these corners right here. As you can see up here is the initiative speed. So that's what speed is for. So of course Andrew in here, he's a little faster. He starts off with a speed buff. Whereas Manon starts off with some reinforce, where it gives his resistance a little higher, which you can see at the top left over here if I hover over him. So right here, we're going to do this. So it's 0 cost. These energy right here, the yellow is what you can spend. Green is what you're going to get next round. So if I do this right here, it says I'm going to suffer 1 and then the red mark and gain 2 yellow. That 2 yellow is energy. That 1 red is, as you can see if I hover over, it's fatigue. So I start off with 1 less energy the next round. So we'll do that. As you can see, it went from 3 to 2 because of that. And let's see. Just got to hover over so you can read what it is here. Down at the bottom it says skill. So there's different types of cards. So this is a skill card. This is a melee attack card. Melee, skill. So they all have different ones. It is very specific. So for instance, let's go. Who's next? Magnus. I'm going to put this on Magnus. So it's going to grant him 1 extra draw card. And at the end, I get to look at 8 of them and discard any that I want. So let's discard that. And because he's drawing 1, normally you draw 5 at the start, but because of this card, he's going to be drawing 6. When you are looking at cards to get rid of, it does go in order. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. If I discard this would be 5, 6, and then 7 here. So I do want these 6. How much energy do I start off with? 4. Since I only start off with 4, I will do this because this is right here. 2 cost, 3, 4. We're going to try to plan ahead. I don't really want to waste anything. So applying mark on here, that makes it so they take 3 more damage from any weapon type. Down here, of course, so the little bow and arrow here, that means it's counts as ranged damage or piercing damage, I want to say. And then I'm applying 2 bleed. Bleed at the start of their turn. They take that and then it takes 1 away. So on his turn, he'll take 2 bleed damage. And then it'll become 1. And then the turn after that, he'll take 1. And so forth. We're going to do 9 slashing damage there. And then I'll end my turn. So it's going to be Magnus next. Awesome. So we got enraged here. So it costs 1, but I'll gain 2 energy and I get to draw a card. So there we go. I do want to protect my teammates from getting hit, so I'm going to do barricade. So it's all damage. So what this does is it blocks 9 damage right now. That's what block is for. Block is only good for the round unless you have a special buff that says fortified, where it gets to carry over your block. And make him stronger since he's front line. So I have choices here. I can do... Well, unfortunately, everything is front monster, as you can see right here. So it doesn't matter really what I do. All right. So I can either kill this guy right now, or I can end my turn. He's going to die, or it's going to die at the beginning of his turn because it only has 9 health. And it's going to be taking 10 bleed damage at the start of his turn. Instead of wasting my energy, I'm just going to end my turn right here. So they attack. They attack. So it's Evelyn's turn now. Awesome. She's going to gain. So this little symbol here, vanish. Once I play this, it is gone for the combat, the rest of combat. So I'm going to play that. I'm going to gain 2 extra more energy. So now I have 6. And just to go over down here, so that symbol next to the 7, it's called shield. What that does is it's kind of like block, except it's for the next round. So it doesn't actually affect this round. And then insulate, which is next to that 3 right there, it increases the resistance to the fire, cold, lightning. So elemental resistance. Whereas like this over here, the reinforce is physical resistances. And there is one for like mental and all that stuff. We are going to, let's see, just start damaging the back line a little bit. That right there, chill, lowers the resistance of the cold damage, as well as if you stack enough of them, it will slow them down, which is really nice. Since Reginald's going next, I'm going to put this on him. Gives him 2 more energy at the start of his turn, plus 1 draw card. And so like right here, I'm going to have, if I play this, even though it cost 1, on my next turn, I get actually an extra energy. So right now I'm only gaining 3 for the next turn. Now I'm gaining 4. As well as it adds lightning. So spark on here. it will hit when it's this guy's turn. It will hit both of these for 2 on there. And might as well put this on him. So as you can see, shield right here is at the start of the next round is when he'll get that 7 block. So now we got some holy damage. So bless right there. They take 1 extra damage per charge. So bless goes on to my character. So as you can see, Reginald starts with bless. So damage done plus heal received is +1. So if I hit this guy, for instance, now he has 2 right here. So he's doing an extra 2 damage per spell that he cast. So we're just going to hit this back guy, start taking him out. So healing rain, as you can see, it says global, which means it will affect everybody. You can upgrade these later. And as you can see, it can affect all heroes only, which I recommend. Or you can just upgrade it so it does more water on everybody, wet charges. What I like to do usually with healing rain when I do upgrade it is all heroes, because it will dispel any burn charges on here, as well as you do grant everyone regeneration. So at the start of their turn, they get that much health back. Let's go front again. So now he has 16 on the next round, 6 this round. And since he is hurt a little, we'll heal him up. And as you can see, that shield went into block now. So if I don't win this round and he doesn't have any more block or shield, he loses all that block at the end. All right, we have 4 here. Let's do some back damage right there. We can actually kill the front guy and let Magnus go. Love it. So Captain's Howl, I can slow them as well as give them vulnerable. Vulnerable makes their all resistances less by 5% per charge on them. So that's minus 15% resistance. As you can see at the top left, you can see it is of how it's affected as far as each damage type. And bam, he's dead. So when you beat something, depending on how fast you get a performance bonus. We only got great. We could have gotten excellent, which would have been 200% of each. But right now, so this is where you can add cards to people's decks, or you could choose to have shards, which you could spend at the next area. So let's see. I think with Evelyn, I think I want to go fire on her, and there's not really anything I really want here. Just to note, if you see these different colors on these cards on Evelyn right here. So white, that's just the standard version of the card, and then if it's blue or gold, it is upgraded. So it is a higher tier. So such as this malicious eye right here, we'd be getting this upgraded version, whereas it normally starts over there. Now this gold, it's called a it's corrupted version. So it's way more powerful, but they always have the vanish trait on them. So you can't just keep them in your deck or in the combat and keep going with it. And I think I'm pretty good on everything. I'm gonna keep Reginald as a healer. I want her to go more fire, because fire tends to be really good except for one boss. We want to go more, we want to go more ranged attack, but I don't want this toxic rain. I actually want to do damage. And another thing with the scouts is they do have bards, or they're going to have a bard character, but they already have some stuff for going bard. If you want to do that with him. And these are really high cost cards, so I'm just going to take the shards, and we're just going to carry on. Now I could do this little event here or go up. I really want to go to this hatch. It's a really good place to go. So I'm going to go here. And now we have one of our first little encounter things where you get to choose what you would like to do. So on here it says crops on fire. Near the farm, you come across a burned field and a burning house. In front of the house, there is a campfire, imp causing fires next to some burning cornies. Even half burned, the house may contain something valuable, but you have to deal with the fire imp and cornies first. You can deal with the imp and investigate the house or ignore him. So now you get to choose what you would like to do. It even gives you a percentage of how well your chances are of doing that option that you choose. Kind of like a choose your own adventure. If you're playing co-op, everyone can choose their own thing. If there's a discrepancy, then it does the roll thing to see whose choice gets to go, and then it goes from there. So we can attack him head on. We could do stealth where we could get a surprise on him, and let's see, group 5 or lower, 79% chance. Casting in cold on the imp, 20% chance. Continue without him, 88%. Let's try the 79. That's pretty good. 5 or lower, we got 5. All right. If, let's say all these were zeros, there would be a critical success and you'll get some extra rewards. Let's say I got way over the 5 and failed. There is critical failures where you can get injuries added to your deck. So success, you had no problem hiding in the cornfields without him seeing you. When you least expect it, you come out of the shadow and give him a good blow. The imp is stunned and begins to bleed. The fight begins. Alright, so that's really nice starting off with that early. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to just target this imp in the back. Alright, and let's defend, do some damage, defend again, and knowing how these attack, I know they tend to try to hit, these cornies like to attack the middle people, so I'm going to put this on Evelyn since she's the lowest health. I'll at least block 5 damage from her. There you go. Yeah. So burn, it goes off at the start of your turn. If you have block does protect you from burn. If you had bleed on you, block does not protect you from bleed or poison. So keep that in mind. Each character has special cards. So like her, she has something called Cold Spark, where I deal this based on how much is in my hand. So let's do it in the middle there. Let's get some more energy. And let's give energy to Reginald, as well as do that to him, do that to Corny. So as you can see, -1 speed here. So he is slower, and it reflects right there that he has a debuff on him. All right, we do need to heal. This is based off hand, so we'll go off that. And we'll heal him again, actually. Do that. So sight here, when you apply it to someone, it shows their cards. So up to 3 cards are revealed. We'll do this on that guy, and we can do that. So that 9 shield, it'll protect Magnus from 1 burn on the next turn. Assuming he gets to go. So I'm gonna draw 4, gain 1. We want to do more damage to him. And this guy is, even though he has 41% resistance to fire, he also has the 9 bleed, so he will die. So I'm not going to waste my energy. We're going to see what we can draw for Magnus here. See, Magnus is going to have 3 energy next round. And actually, what we will do, since I know what he's drawing, and his attacks are front monster, it would be a waste for him to attack this guy. So I'm going to have Andrin kill them. That way Magnus can actually utilize his attacks efficiently. There we go. All right, ammunition. Discover 3 range attack. Place 1 on top of on top of your deck. That's great. Let's get Detoxify. That sounds good. So buffer there prevents 1 harmful effect. So it prevents 1 debuff on you. 1 debuff, which is nice. Evelyn, like I said, I'm trying to go fire, so I'm going to hold off on anything. And I really want more attacks for him that are cheaper. So the burning house, you are at the entrance of the burning house. Clearly this was a poor man's house, and you can see that by the contents inside. They're already destroyed and burned. Before you leave, there's a chest that catches your eye, although the chest is still on fire. The fire is spreading rapidly, and there will be nothing left in a few moments. Will you go in and grab it? If I do, 68%. I don't want to grab it. We're going to risk it. So we'll see what happens here. We got it. All right, and we got 80 gold. So let's see what's available in the chest. When you first play, so when you don't have something unlocked, it will show up here as a lock symbol in this corner. So even these burned items, it'll have a lock symbol. So I did grab this just to have it unlocked. So I like to be a completionist as far as that goes. So now I have a choice for each of these characters. I can either pick up one of these items or grab 50 gold. And I will grab 50 gold. Andrin, I do like that sharp. He does more damage with slashing and piercing. 1 per charge. So if he starts off with 2, should be 2 more damage. I could do more electric, but I'd rather have money. And we'll go with more money. So I was going to go down to the hatch, so we'll continue. All right, so here's another thing that will pop up randomly. There's these obelisk corruptions. So you have a choice of getting either this or this if you complete the challenge. So if I do this, I could choose, or I could choose not to. The thing is, if I decide to do the challenge, then the enemy gets this right here. So as you can see, they do 2 more lightning damage, electric damage. They have resistance to lightning, and each or add 1 storm to a random monster, which is deal 5, apply 3 wet and 2 electricity. I know our deck is still fairly novice, but we're gonna try anyways. That chain heal is pretty good. So yeah, you'll either get, you'll have other rewards that will pop up as well. This one just happens to be for Reginald, but we're gonna do it. So we'll draw a card, give some block. Let's do this. See, I have 3. We're gonna do ricochet. So where it says jump plus 2%, it will jump to another enemy 2 times, and each time it jumps, it adds another 20% to its damage. So we're gonna do that. It goes on top of the deck, right? And since we have another draw card, we're gonna draw it right away, and we're gonna hit the back guy. So this is the guy, back guy is the one that got that add 1 storm to a random monster. So at least it shows you who gets it. So you have a chance of trying to defeat them before they go and proc it. All right, let's just do a little bit of that. I know I'm going to take damage. It's fine. Okay, so now she gets to go. As you can see here, so buffs are going to be these little light blue color behind them, and then the debuffs are these red colors behind these 2 right here. Pinkish red. So wet, that prevents any burn charges being put on them. If you have burn charges on you, it'll get rid of the burn charges. Same with enemies. And then also another negative is when you take lightning damage, you take extra lightning damage per charge. So if Andrin went, he's doing 2 lightning to each side. But for instance, Magnus has 3. It would actually give him, have him take 5 lightning damage. Same with Evelyn, actually, since she has 3. He healed up, it looks like. We are going to... Let's do this free one. Reggie's still going to get to go. We're going to give Reggie some more cards to try to heal everyone. And I do have enough to play everything. So let's just start. since you can hover over and see where they are on the initiatives up top, this guy's going to go first. I'm putting lightning on him, so it will do damage to the sides, which means this guy will be brought down enough to where he'll die at the start of his turn. So I don't have to worry about the front guy anymore. We will add some sight so we can see what we're doing. Oh, I should have done this first because it's based off your hand size. Evelyn's the weakest right now, so we'll heal her up a little bit. And actually, well, let's put that on her. Try to take down this guy as much as possible. Last guy got it again. So now we can see they're attacking the front hero. So knowing that they're attacking front here, I'm going to do that. I'm going to save my energy. Energy does carry over up to 10. So I'm just going to save it. Like I said, this guy's dead. And all Magnus's cards were attack front. I didn't really want to waste my attacks. Alright, let's... You know, how much is that? 3. He's go first. Let's just kill him. And we're just going to start. I'll put that on you. Put that on you. After this, I don't really believe there's much left to explain. I just want to do a nice little beginner tutorial for everyone about this game. I do have a lot of hours. I should have healed it originally. I do have quite a bit of hours in here. I think so far about 550. I've been playing a lot with my friends. I really like it. It gives me kind of a Slay the Spire feel to it. But co-op. I love that you can do up to four people. It's really nice. Definitely appreciate that they did that. Like I said, let's just finish this. I'm going to go menu and just explain a couple of the other modes, and then we'll be good to go. Let's get rid of that. Who's he hitting? Random hero? Since he doesn't have any block, do that. Kill. Alright, so we got that extra reward here. Now, if you're playing co-op, that is split up 4 ways evenly. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll take that. Alright, so we'll quit here. It will be saved so I can go back in. It's going to be right there. But I do want to explain the other modes that we have here. So Obelisk Challenge, it's a real roguelike adventure here. So when you start it, we'll just pretend that we did these again. You don't have any of your perks. So if you leveled up, have all your perks, you don't have them here. What this does, it gives you, each character starts off with 5. And then you pick what you want to add to their decks. So we're just going to go through. And it's all random. And then you get to choose 4 perks from here. So like that. Health, do like that. So you just do that for each of them. Just gonna click through. We're not gonna really do it. Thing with this is you do not get a chest for completing this at the end. It is just a nice little challenge because once you've beaten it on easy a few times, it is you're pretty much, once you're leveled up, you're gonna be winning unless you do some fun challenges. This is a way to do that. So as you can see, everyone's selecting, and then it's gonna be a different map as well. And you climb this tower, and I believe there's 4 levels as well on this. It is fun. It is very challenging though, and you can do madness levels to make it even harder for yourself. And they have their own saves, so I'll get rid of that because I don't plan on doing that one. Last thing is weekly challenge. Each week they do new rules and set characters, so you don't get to choose which characters you want here. And you can see the weekly modifiers that they have here. So it does make it extremely difficult, and as well as like the last mode, you do select different things just like before. You do get some good rewards when you're going through. Hold on, let's do that. So as you can see here, you can get card backings for completing. Right now I'm trying to work on this one where it's Madness 14. I can't remember the highest I've gotten so far. I haven't done Obelisk Challenge, haven't beaten it since the Act 4 update. It was pretty recent. These card backings are pretty recent as well too. About 2 weeks or so since this video came out. So depending on if you beat the mode, you're going to unlock these backings. So you can choose different backings, different skins for your champs as well. So default skins are always going to be the first one, and that's all of them on there. But yeah, I hope you found this to be helpful. It's just like a little beginner thing. I will be doing full playthroughs, different challenges and stuff like that. It should be fun. I might do some co-ops as well. I have a few friends that play this. It should be a good time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.